notice, if I try to hold it down all at once against the skin, I'm going to get these pieces to lift. And even though his arm is straight, what's happening is there's no true way to get it completely flat on the skin. So what you want to do is hold it at angles that are comfortable for you. So what I notice is that if I hold it here and spray this part, all the areas are flat, so I'm going to get a nice flat surface. And if I hold it this angle, then I'm going to get all this on a flat surface. So watch how I would apply this stencil. So I would first, since I'm a lefty, I'm going to be spraying this side. So I'm first going to be spraying this section. So I'm going to start off with a little bit of red. And I'm just going to spray in the areas that are completely down instead of trying to attempt to spray the entire thing at once. Next, I'm going to go in with my black and just shade around the edges. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to be spraying lightly around the edges with my black to give it that shadowing. So I'm going to do all that I need to do at one time with each color. So I'm just kind of shadowing with black. I'm going to go, now I'm going to hold it from this section and I'm going to hold that side down so that I can spray and fill in this side. Instead of trying to spray everything at once, I go section by section, and again, I'm just going to fill in and just go along the edge with my black to fade it. You remove your stencil, and you have a nicely faded tattoo. You like it? Very cool. Alright, so this was just a way that you're able to, or a little help to get you used to using larger stencils. I'm going to apply another one on his other arm. So this is another really large stencil. And a lot of the times when someone asks me for this, what happens is it's so large, it doesn't fit on every little kid's arm. And it might not even fit on his. I mean, look at these guns. Anyways, turn a little bit this way and don't move. So when you have a stencil this big, again, it just doesn't lay flat on his arm. So we're going to go piece by piece. So I'm going to start off by holding at this angle. And I'm going to just spray in the areas that are flat. Again, I'll go back in with my highlighter color, with my black, just shadowing the edges. I'm going to add a little bit of an orange mist right now and move them around this stencil so I can spray the next section that's all down. I'm going to just fill in these areas and move my fingers around to where I can fill in the areas that are all laying down. And again, I'll go back in with my black and just shade the edges. But don't be afraid to move your fingers. Just because you're moving your fingers doesn't necessarily mean you're moving the entire stencil. It just means that you're holding it down at different angles. Also, don't be afraid to get your fingers dirty. Typically when I'm working on the hand that I'm holding my stencil on, I'm wearing my glove. So I don't have to worry so much about my fingers getting dirty. Again, I'm just going piece by piece rather than trying to hold the stencil down all at once. And again, to finish off, just lining it up one more time. I'm going to finish off this section. Just filling it in wherever necessary. You lift it off and there you go. You have a fabulous tattoo. Fast and easy.